name is Fahok, but it's spelled with a PH, so it sounds like Fahok.
So it's Fahok?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, anyway, he's the kid that gave us the skunk farm job. Do you know him?
Yeah, we've met before, haven't we, Fahok? Fuck.
That's the one.
Fahok? Fahok.
Fahok. All right. Don't do anything stupid now, son, right?
I just got out of the theater, just checked out The Gentleman. This is the new one from writer-director Guy Ritchie, who excels at making UK-based crime dramas. And it's almost the opposite of what we just saw with The Irishman from Martin Scorsese, which was a nice, slow-paced, slow, meditative look at crime across many generations. In this movie, it's 2 hours, but it's like 5 movies crammed into 2 hours. There's so much dialogue and so many sequences and so much intrigue and so much entertainment in The Gentleman. It's an astounding piece of work. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie. I love Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I love Snatch. Not everything he's done has been a perfect fit for him or a great film, but this one definitely is. This one definitely rises to the occasion and to the potential of Guy Ritchie.
Oh, fuck me!
Matthew McConaughey is at the head of this massive marijuana ring, and he's got it down to a science, and the way that they describe everything in the movie is unbelievable.
Weed, bush, skunkamola, White Widow super cheese. It's the new gold rush.
And basically what happens, as is the case in every one of the crime comedy dramas that Guy Ritchie is a part of, is that something invariably goes wrong and all hell starts to break loose. And it's like a trickle-down effect. It's like this thing affects this thing, and then this thing they weren't aware of and weren't prepared for, and it affects this thing. And suddenly the precision of this crime organization starts to fall apart. Of course, there are different factions vying for control of what Matthew McConaughey has built, and the intrigue is terrific, and the subtlety and the flavors of each of these different types of performances, which, you know, skew all across the Americas and all across the UK, from Charlie Hunnam,
Yeah, all right.
to Hugh Grant especially.
Is there any chance of a steak?
Henry Golding is also a standout performer in this picture as well. Colin Farrell, I think, just really relishes this character performance that he's got in this thing. He plays this guy called the Coach, and he teaches a bunch of these kids how to be a little bit more street smart, but to use their street smart savviness in the ring as well. But then, of course, they have aspirations. There are a lot of twists and turns, which are expertly delivered to us by Hugh Grant's narration and his storytelling. It's a wonderful mechanism that Guy Ritchie has crafted for Hugh Grant. It's a real gift to him as a performer.
I want you to play a game with me, Ray.
I don't want to play a game.
Oh, please.
No.
I said play a game with me, Raymond.
Right.
Lovely.
You're kind of on the edge of your seat, wondering what crazy moment is going to happen next. What is somebody going to do that is going to be incredibly offensive, but also make you laugh? You know, this is a movie that doesn't pull any punches. The C word is bandied about in every second phrase. So it's definitely one of those movies that sort of is meant to shock and offend. And these are a bunch of repulsive people, and everybody's trying to sort of get the better of the person next to them. But God, it is fun work for all of these performers, and the script is fantastic. The script it evokes a lot of, maybe not the same kind of poetry that you would find in an excellent Coen Brothers movie like Miller's Crossing or something like that, but the movie definitely does have its own kind of poetry, as a lot of Guy Ritchie stuff does.
Is there a problem here, Ray?
I don't know. Is there a problem here, Fletcher?
I see no problem at all. I forgot to wash my hands.
But there's something a little bit different about this movie, because this is a film about a gangster who is deciding that maybe it's time to hang it up, and you can feel, you know, the weight of middle age and the weight of trying to go legit in the character's life, but also it feels like Guy Ritchie is a little bit more mature, and he's gone through the ringer. He started out of this, you know, gotta prove it kind of filmmaker out there, and he did prove it.
See, I've developed a reputation as a man who came up the hard way.
Got really sucked into the whole studio model, made some really big pictures that some have been successful, some haven't.
You could say that there's blood on these pretty white hands.
And now it's kind of like a return to form for him, but with all of this maturity and this pedigree and this experience behind him, and it's all expertly displayed on screen. And Guy Ritchie can also pull together a cast as exquisite as this one.
I've earned it.
This is a phenomenal movie. 2020 is off to a really, really good start. The Gentleman, you have to get out and support this flick. It is terrific. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10.